You know, Tyrod Taylor clearly has the pulse of his teammates. And Sean McDermott was asked a valid question today, Andrew, about the idea you have the euphoria of finally making the playoffs versus the preparation to get ready for a Jacksonville team that you'll play in Jacksonville. And he said, trust the process, McDermott did. And he added, this is what we signed up for. He said he has confidence in his player-driven leadership. They have a lot of good leaders on this team, Andrew, and certainly among them is Tyrod Taylor.
An amazing scene because you had the future there in Josh Allen, and you had a Hall of Famer there, and you had Jim Kelly being that Hall of Famer, Mike. And it was great after the tough road he has walked of late to see him there with the team.
Buffalo also on the field today, and look who showed up for that. The greatest Bills quarterback of all time there to support the highest drafted quarterback in franchise history. Josh Allen's first reps in Orchard Park taking place in front of Jim Kelly, who is, of course, recovering from oral cancer surgery and who met Josh Allen for the first time ever after practice today. So how did Allen look? Mike Garafolo is in Orchard Park with that story.
With all the hoopla surrounding Josh Allen as a 7th overall pick in the draft, everyone here in Orchard Park on Friday wanted to see him take that first snap of rookie mini camp. He didn't even take it. It went to Ryan Zapaticki. Who is that? That is a tryout, a guy just trying to make this 90-man roster out of Shippensburg University. He got that snap. Allen didn't. For whatever reason, Allen had to wait until the second round of team drills before he got under center. But once he did, you could see that arm talent on deep balls, short routes, intermediate routes. You could see why, even though he played at Wyoming, and there was a lot of talk about his inaccuracy in college and the step up in competition that he would have to make at the NFL, that the Bills were enamored with him. GM Brandon Beane said after the draft, this guy is Buffalo. That was the quote. He said, you'll know when you see it. So this is what Buffalo looks like, because Brandon Beane said, Josh Allen is Buffalo. You'll know when you see it. I see it. What does that mean to you? You are Buffalo. What's that?
You know, I think that he means I'm a tough quarterback. This is a tough city. This is, you know, the toughest fan base out there, in my opinion, but they're, you know, the most enthusiastic and they show a lot of emotion. So, you know, I'm just proud to be a Buffalo Bill. You know, the coaching staff that we have here and the teammate that surrounds, you know, the Buffalo Bills is just an awesome experience to be here.
Well, it truly is a competition, Andrew, and I've been told by several people here in Rochester, site, of course, of the Buffalo Bills training camp, that the best man will win, that the best player in preseason will be the starter come September 9th against the Ravens in Baltimore.
Willie, you're in Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm here with Browns great Willie McGinnis, and Willie knows what it's like to win in Cleveland. He was here when they had a 10-6 season, but as Irv said, the Browns are the storyline. We're in Cleveland. We're on the banks of Lake Erie because the Browns are a story right now. And
Sean McDermott has something going on with you guys there. How do you carry that into Atlanta?
You know, it's this. Coach McDermott did a great job of addressing the team on Monday, and just he talked about 90-10, and 90-10 is the idea that we put in 90% of our effort into the process throughout the week.
Let's talk about Kelvin Benjamin. First of all, you're struck when you see him, at least I was, that he is a big, big target. He's a big man. And I was talking to Richie Incognito in the locker room today. Kelvin Benjamin walked by, and Richie said to him, you don't even need shoulder pads. Kelvin Benjamin was in pads. He was in his uniform. And you're right. And Richie Incognito is right. And Richie Incognito, by the way, isn't some small dude. He's a starting guard. He is a big man who is struck by how big this receiver is. And he really could pay big dividends.
Our defense is tough. You know, they play well all together. They get turnovers. So I think that'll be a good matchup with them. And on offense, we got to just run the ball well, you know, let Tyrod get some space, some room, some time. And then we got Ben. He's in this week, and he'll make some big plays for sure.